From the Journal of Snøfrid of Åsbrush. By change and by ruin. I think I did it. I don't know exactly what it was that convinced Third Eye Rensselaer to help us. Maybe it was the chaos in the lower levels of the keep, Renald's doing, I imagine. Maybe it was seeing the sketch of this tiefling that looks eerily like Artemis. Maybe... Well, I think Leo's been stuck in his cell the whole time, so it probably wasn't something he did. She seemed scared of first, too, which, for the leader of an organization that's all about finding and disposing of dangerous old technology, that'd be like if I was afraid of restaurant chains. But she's agreed to summon everyone up to the courtyard, including Caleb and his project. I think, on some level, she knows that she doesn't know enough. Which is really what I was trying to tell her the whole time. Whatever the Watchful Eye has been up to all these years, the rest of the world has left them behind. And now, it's time for us to do the same.
And welcome back to the Jester's Court. My name is Casey Reardon. I am your Dungeon Master, and joining me today, as always, we have Rachel Kordell.
Recently reintroduced to the visible spectrum, I am Artemis Alwyn.
Hey.
We can see it. No longer ultraviolet.
I can't believe that came out of my mouth so quickly because I was not prepared.
Now in Technicolor.
Never am.
We have Sky Swanson.
Renald DuCane serving 6 juicy decongestions, an organic nasal spray, some locally sourced honey, all paired with a vintage 2023 bottle of Dayquil.
Ooh.
I'm very, very sick right now, but we're trucking through, baby.
Woo!
Hell yeah, baby!
So if I sound
Love that
nasally this
Moxie.
episode, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
We're powering through for the content, for
Powering
the people.
through the dark.
I was thinking the same
Powering
exact
through
thing.
the dark.
We don't have vacation
New
days
title.
and sick days at RP Gestures.
No.
We have Andrew Frost.
Hey, we can afford the budget for the CGI goat legs again. I can play Leo. He's on screen again.
Hey!
On the audio stream again.
Yeah, okay.
And of course, we have Jonas Tintenseher.
Snøfrid of Åsbrush, the techno-terrestrial. TT, flown home.
You said TT.
In a mint green mid-90s Ford Taurus.
I won't lie.
Yay!
I was really expecting, Jonas, for a second there that like little line flub was part of it because of how good you are at these. I was like, oh, it's got to be part of it.
I think I've done it before.
Have you?
Or
Oh
it's
my
on my
God, I
list
think
of
you
things
have.
to do. Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, maybe that's
Thank
just
you.
still all part of it.
I appreciate it.
You
Yeah.
predicted
This
everything
is all
I'm
a
gonna
part of
say.
And done.
This is all scripted.
Export to PDF. We're good.
Well, we are actually in what appears to be a decent situation at this point. Snøfrid had gone to the Third Eye, Lados Rensselaer, and managed to convince her to gather everyone up together in the courtyard, including your quarry, whose name is Caleb.
Caleb.
That's the name.
There it
I have
is.
it in my notes,
Yeah,
obviously.
I'm proud of you.
Always on the top
Good
of
old
my
Caleb.
head. Caleb. And you all are kind of making your way out to the courtyard. Leo, you are being escorted most likely by a hand along with Caleb. You can see that he has this kind of long, unkempt mustache at this point. He's got a lot of scruff as he hasn't been able to shave in the past couple weeks that he's been locked up here. He has this vibrant orange hair, and he is a human. And you are all gathered out in the courtyard. Renald and Artemis, the hand and the eye make their way up to you that were chasing you. They don't seem threatening at this point, but they do seem insistent that you come with them.
We all heard the message, right?
Yep.
And I go.
Where are we going?
We're going to the courtyard to talk with the third eye. Apparently she has knowledge of your presence here.
I'll send a telepathic message to Artemis, that says, "Hey, I think I did it. If any guards approach you, you should be good. We're gonna meet up and get out of here."
I turn to Renald and I'm like, Snøfrid told we're good. It's okay. Snøfrid did this.
Snøfrid's in your head right now?
Well, Snøfrid gave me their hair one day, and since then, I just kind of occasionally had them in my head.
You have a piece. Okay, so Snøfrid's hair is talking to you?
That's a good way of putting it, isn't it? Probably. Either
That's
way,
not
it's
a
okay.
good way of putting it. It's an absurd way of putting it. What does that mean?
Look, I don't really
we live
question
in a world
everything.
of magic, but like talking hair, that's like a new one, you know? I see like a
technically,
gnome,
it's not like I
shoot
hear.
a
It's not like
fireball.
directional, and I like swish the hair around. Like it's not like directional. Like it's not like I hear it. It's just it's in my head.
I take the hair. Do I hear Snøfrid
No, I
now?
like pull it away from you. No.
Why
It's
can't
mine.
I talk to Snøfrid?
No, this is mine, is special, and I like tuck it in my tunic somewhere. I can't have it. Sorry.
I also have to give it to
I
you
want that
every
hair.
day, so I like the idea that Artemis has just been taking this lock of hair every day without knowing why, and just
A little,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just a little boop.
a little message appeared buzz Renald that just says Renald will remember that.
I'm making like a daisy chain of all of the hairs, like a little
Aw.
bracelet.
Oh,
That's really
That's kind of
creepy and
stalkerish,
stalkerish.
you know. That's not. It's not really a friendship bracelet, but sort of a like. I don't know. I want to put you in my trunk kind of bracelet.
I mean, I sure hope it's friendship if they're talking to me in my head.
Well, I mean, like I have friends, and never mind. Anyway, we should go meet up with them.
Yeah.
So as you make your way out into the courtyard, it seems like the majority of the members of the Watchful Eye are out here at this point. They're all eager to hear what the third eye has to say, and a lot of them seem a little bit confused that she asked for the prisoners to be brought out here. Looking amongst the group and knowing how to spot them at this point, you see that there's probably about 4 eyes and 4 hands present, along with the rank and file members of the Watchful Eye out here. And after a brief moment, Lados Rensselaer makes her way out of the keep. And those of you who have, a decent passive perception, which I think is pretty much everybody except Renald.
Hey, what's up? I got a 9, baby.
Oh, your passive is 9?
My passive is a 9.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
not great.
Got that good -3.
But the rest of you notice that she looks a bit flustered, almost like she had been in a state and had to calm herself down. And as she makes her way out into the courtyard, I think she double takes towards you, Artemis, and she cocks her head to the side, and I think you catch her almost to herself saying the name Yala before she kind of shakes her head and starts addressing the crowd.
Renald turns to Artemis and just is like, "Did she just call me Yala?"
I was honestly picturing that going, seeing the lock, looking at me, and then shifting left and right, looking behind me, and no, that's me, and then seeing the name and just, yeah, and then no, I don't think that was you.
Yeah, weird.
Snøfrid of Åsbrush has requested our prisoners as well as one small bit of confiscated tech from us. She has been a valued member of our organization, and I believe her work is important. We will accommodate her. And there's kind of these murmurs from the crowd of robed figures, and you can sense a bit of unease before one of the hands steps forward. And this is somebody that you recognize, Snøfrid. This is Dromak. He has been a hand as long as you have been a part of this organization, and you have always kind of gotten the sense that he has wanted the position of the third eye. And he says, "Third eye, this goes against our creed. Releasing tech and not destroying it could cause the rise of ruin again." I understand your concerns, Dromak, but Snøfrid's quest involves the destruction of something even more powerful from coming into this world. As a hand, you know that there are exceptions to this rule. I have chosen the path of destruction of my own soul for the salvation of others. The return of ruin makes my sacrifice worthless. I will not abide this decision. We will not abide this decision. And you see that the crowd starts picking up intensity as its members slowly start moving either towards Lados or towards Dromak. And you can sense that there is a tension between these two groups and people are picking sides. After this conversation goes on for a little bit, I think, Snøfrid, you feel a tug on your sleeve and look down and see that Sandra is kind of motioning for you to, and your group to head into the direction of the keep. She seems adamant about it, that you should try and stealthily make your way out of this situation at the moment.
Okay. I send a telepathic message to Artemis and tell her to grab everyone and start just shuffling off inside.
My Snøfrid wants us to go inside.
And Leo, you can kind of see as well the members of your group kind of making their way towards the keep. Everybody go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
23 for Leo's stealth check.
Wow, okay.
I assume I'm bringing Caleb with me.
Yes.
13.
Okay.
I got a 9, which makes sense because they were talking about me.
14.
Okay. You all make your way kind of out of this conflict, and it seems to be building. These shouts become threats, and it almost seems like they are going to fight with one another. And as you sneak into the keep, Sandra says, I'm sorry, the Third Eye said we should make our way to get your device that you're looking for. She'll try and keep them at least distracted, and we should get in and out as quickly as possible.
Yeah, let's motor.
Yeah, very fair.
Did she tell you, by the way, that you're my new hand?
What? I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, so I'm an
Snøfrid,
eye, and you're a hand, and you're my hand.
She kind of looks at you. You don't have the glowing.
I don't know what it entails. I was going to ask about that, but I have been promoted, and maybe I don't have all the trappings of the station. But yeah, so anyway, the point is, you're coming with us, unless you don't want to. I won't force you, obviously, but I would like you to.
Sure, yeah. Let's get the thing first.
Yeah.
And you start quickly making your way through the keep. This place is basically empty at this point. Pretty much all of the members of the Watchful Eye have made their way out to the courtyard, especially now hearing off in the distance, you can hear the echoes of a fight going on as these two forces are clashing with one another. You're led through the hallways by Sandra, kind of weaving in and out, opening different doors, and eventually you make your way back into the room where Miles was, where you were initially looking at all of those massive shelves of tech and piles that almost seem to be collapsing. You enter in through the direction that Renald and Artemis had left through, because the other door is completely blocked by refuse at this point. And you see Miles there, still tinkering away, looking at all of these different pieces of tech. And he says, "Oh, you're back."
Howdy, Miles. Nice to see you again. Been a bit.
Snøfrid, yes.
I pull out the ledger and I start flipping through it to presumably the last filled-in page.
Yeah, it's not quite the last filled-in page. You notice that there is like a whole... the ledger is full of different things that have been confiscated, but there is like a specific section that goes over the bigger items that have been taken, and there's one specifically that mentions Caleb in it. And you can see that the device that you are looking for is about the size of, for our sake, not necessarily Snøfrid's sake, a football. And you kind of flip open to that page and show it to Miles. And he says, "Oh, this thing. Yeah, we still have it, I think. I don't think it made its way over to the Ever-Burning Flame yet. Give me a second." And he starts kind of pushing aside all of these piles, almost playing like a game of Jenga as he's pulling out these things. And eventually he pulls out the device, and Caleb sees it and instantly tries to run over to it, but Miles holds up a hand. Yeah, this thing was pretty interesting overall. It's quite fascinating. And Miles says, nope, we don't need to talk about it. We just need it. Thank you. I mean, he looks to you, Snøfrid.
I would like to know about it. I mean, what does it do?
I mean, I am interested, but we're on a time crunch here. So, do you have the, can you upgrade my badge? I'm an I now. Can you give me the new thing?
Oh, that's not really how it works. I can't really discuss that kind of stuff, nor do I really know much about how that promotion works. I just know that they work in the room next door.
Oh, okay, well, we'll check the room
All right,
next
we go
door.
to the room next door, yeah.
As you make
Wait,
your
is that
way...
where all the screaming was coming from earlier?
Yep.
No.
We casually stroll over to the screaming room and we go, all right, time to get an upgrade.
Well, as we're walking in, I'm like, did you guys hear Dromak say something about the destruction of his soul?
Yeah, I heard that. That was very concerning.
And then door opens into torture scene or whatever.
Before we leave that supply room,
Yeah.
is it possible for Leo to kind of just snatch a couple of loose batteries hanging around? Something that would hopefully fit into that stun baton he has?
Or into a sock.
Make me a quick perception check.
Happily.
Just a couple of D-cell batteries and a sock.
Ooh,
I could
rolled
work
low.
too.
Only 11.
11. You are looking at all of these piles, and you see that there is probably something that would fit in your stun baton at one of the top of these precarious piles.
Perfect.
Okay.
Do it. Go for it, Leo.
Leo.
With his little voice coming from my one shoulder, it's tell me to do things that I regret.
It's so precarious.
Let's make a sleight of hand check, baby.
Yeah.
It's not exactly going to be a sleight of hand unless you
Acrobatics to hop up.
can... Okay.
Well,
you
Hey, Miles, can I have that battery up there?
It's part of the thing that we have to do.
Make me a deception check with advantage.
Okay. Yeah, it'll be 16.
Oh boy. I mean, I don't really know what's going on up top at the moment. I would kind of need to hear it from the third eye, but oh, you're just so charming. Fine.
I just can't resist that pink pompadour.
It's just amazing, pink pompadour.
Thank you.
And you see he walks over to that particular pile, kind of elbows it, and just the battery falls down into his hand, and he
He's
hands
so
it over
cool.
to you.
Very kind of you. Thank you very much.
Honestly, Snøfrid, I thought you would, instead of being an eye, I thought you would be gunning for my job, but I guess to each their own.
If I had the choice in the matter, Miles, I would never have come here at all. Thank you for your company.
Fair enough. So long, guys.
See you if the world doesn't end. Okay, bye.
What?
Sorry, I threw a shelf at you at one
Thanks again.
point.
That was you?
No, never mind. All right, see ya.
I thought that was Danny DeVito.
Gotta go.
So we'll check the next room. I don't have good feelings about it, but I'll poke. my
Oh,
head
yeah,
in.
no, I'm terrified.
So you poke your head in. The screaming has stopped at this point. Whatever procedure was happening in here is
that's handy.
over.
Good.
Maybe it's too early to say this, but I did roll a stealth check to go in further into that room, and I rolled a natural 20 for a 27.
Okay. So you step into this small black medical room where it seems like some sort of procedure has happened. You can see that there are a total of 4 tables, operating tables, that have straps attached to them to hold down whatever member is being promoted, so to speak. There's a large arcane circle underneath all of these tables, and there are 2 desks on either side that seem to have different pieces of equipment. Currently, the room stands empty, although it seems like a recent procedure has happened. You make your way over towards one of the desks and can see that in a small glass jar with some formaldehyde are 2 eyes. Off to the other desk, you can see that there are bits of wire and scrap, bloody as if they have been either recently put in or pulled out of a body.
What's going on here? Oh, no!
Oh, that seems good.
Oh,
Huh. That's a little grim.
gross.
Well,
You sure about that promotion, Freddy?
Is it possible to stealth across this room to that other door?
It doesn't seem like anyone else is in here, but you can.
Oh.
we're not just Mission Impossibles around the
Can I-
outside wall.
Can I use that roll that I just got?
Sure.
Rad. Okay then.
Not a waste.
Renald vanishes and then reappears on the other side of the room.
You make your
Oh
way
my God,
over towards
so
the
fast.
other door and try and open it ever so slightly to get a peek on the other side, but it does appear to be locked.
All right then. And it's just a solid door.
Yes.
I look back at the other guys across the room and I give a thumbs up and then a thumbs down, just being like, meh, meh, meh.
1 second, Renald. Does anybody know how to use surgical tools?
No.
Why?
Not offhand, no.
Okay.
Why?
Well,
You want to sew them back together?
no, I wanted to put the eyes in my head, but
Oh.
You can see that Sandra looks kind of horrified at this being what the promotion is.
yeah. No, it's not nice, for sure, but my body has already been through severe changes in pursuit of this goal, and I kind of feel like,
No offense, Snøfrid, but I don't think I want to be your hand
just like in general, or because of what I just said?
because of what the process looks like.
Oh, we're not gonna do it. It's fine. I just would like you to come with me and get out of this hellhole that you're in.
Rather than be a hand, you can give us a hand.
So, okay, sorry. If this wasn't clear, by the way, I'm never coming back here. So if you want to also never come back here, you can come with us. If you want to stay, then you can stay. That's kind of the stakes.
I think I'd like to go.
Okay, cool. I would like to cast Detect Magic in the room.
Okay.
And scan all the bits.
There is strong abjuration and transmutation magic coming from that arcane circle that is inscribed on the ground. You can definitely sense that there is possibly some evocation magic coming from the surgical tools themselves, but the eyes that are in that jar are not magical.
Right, those are the old eyes, not the new eyes. Okay. The surgical tools, I assume, are enchanted with healing magic, which is a very clever idea.
Should we scoop up those old eyes?
If you
Yeah,
want
you
them,
can take them if you want them.
If you want them, you can take them. I
roll
mean,
appraisal on them.
Look, Snøfrid, if you want to go through with whatever this is, it'd probably be best be done by the people who know how to do it.
well, the people who know how to do it are currently fighting the other people who know how to do it, and
I understand that, but I don't think trying to get around it by having one of us attempt is going to make
no.
a good difference.
Not going to do that. I agree. That's a bad idea.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if maybe we could take something and figure something out on the road, which I'm going to do. I'm going to take the surgical tools.
Well,
Okay.
that doesn't. Okay.
Can I look over the techie scraps? Is there anything there that seems useful to take?
Make me a tech check.
Can I assist with that?
Yeah.
Leo, come here and stroke your chin next to me, okay?
Okay.
What?
Oh man, I gotta shave.
Oh my
This
god,
thing's
finally.
getting
That's a 26.
26.
Yeah, there we
All
go.
right. So this seems to be the leftover stuff that is no longer needed for whatever the process was being done to either the hand or the eye. You're not quite sure which. Both of them seem to be basically tech implants that allow them to have whatever abilities that they have.
I'm sorry,
Hence
what?
why he said he damned his own soul.
Yeah.
These pieces of scrap themselves do not seem like they could be of particular use in their current state, at least.
Tech implants? Did I hear that correctly?
You did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, I'm kind of interested in pursuing this and trying to get it working, but I also it seems like we need to get out of here. So,
Yeah, for the time being, I think we gotta put it on the back burner.
Renald, you get the door?
Wait, are we?
20 on sleight of hand to open the door.
Okay. You spend a little bit of time as Snøfrid and Leo are going over the equipment that is in here. You are spending time with this door, and you notice that there is a bit of an arcane lock to it, but all it really takes is a subtle swipe of a knife or sharp object against the arcane rune to cause it to go down, and the door is unlocked.
Oh, okay. I look back at them. I give a thumbs up, a thumbs down, my hand on the door like I'm going to push it open.
Let me just run back and ask Miles one more question.
I saw you pointed a finger up. He has not the best eyesight, so he saw a thumbs up. He opens the door.
Yeah, the Groucho Marx glasses actually have lenses in them. So, I mean, yeah, you can transform Danny DeVito, but you can't see for shit.
As a 5 wisdom or something
The Groucho
like that,
Marx glasses specifically give you funhouse mirror vision.
I think he definitely just has bad eyesight.
Pushing open the door, you see that this seems to be an even smaller room than the one that you're currently in, with 4 cots. And lying in 2 of them are a newly made hand and eye who sit up as the door opens. Everybody roll initiative.
Oh.
Oh.
Huh? What happened?
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. They're going to be upset with us.
They were unconscious when the announcement was made. 20 and up.
That would be Leo. Only 23 this time.
21. So close.
15 to 20.
No.
10 to 15.
14.
11.
All right. Caught kind of off guard, the hand and the eye don't really get a chance to react first. Leo, with you being alert and seeing Renald push the door open, you are ready in an instant, and you act first.
They definitely look like they're angry going to attack us. Or does it seem like I'm able to kind of smooth things?
It seems like they're getting up and grabbing weapons, yes.
Okay, if they're getting up and grabbing weapons, I'm going to use my bonus dash to zoom over there and take the weapons first.
Only the eye is reaching for a weapon, but you can absolutely do that.
That's great. I really like that, but I want to do.
So you dash over there, snagging the eye's short sword and his hand
no fighting.
crossbow. All right.
So,
This is talking time.
Still an action? It was an object interaction? Yes?
If he's grabbing 2, it's 2 object interactions. He has a short sword and a hand crossbow.
Yeah, no, I will take both of them then and use my movement to get back to the doorway.
We'll take one in full attack.
Because I'm sure I have some movement.
No
left.
fighting except by us.
Exactly. No.
Yeah, you still have a bit more movement to back out of the room. And he is not necessarily quite close enough to you in order to get that attack of opportunity, so you run out of the room with the short sword and the hand crossbow.
Neat.
Artemis, that's you next.
Yeah, I wanna move my full movement 30 feet closer to the door so I can see the both of them. And then I would like to cast Hold Person at third level, I believe, allows me to do an additional humanoid. So
Okay. And that's a wisdom saving throw, correct?
it is a wisdom saving throw with the AC 17, excuse me.
Okay. I will roll for the hand first. That is going to be a 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then the eye, that is going to be a 17.
I see him from my side of the room?
Yes.
Silvery barbs.
Okay. 19.
Cool.
Oh!
I'll give the advantage to Renald.
Yes. For when I full attack him.
Wait, what just happened?
I failed to reduce his saving throw. So the hand is frozen, the eye is not.
Okay. Well, I believe I will also run up and say, stop, as I move. Probably with a little bit more urgency. But for the sake of our listeners,
on the team.
That's me. But yeah, for the sake of our listeners, I will not actually scream it. In an attempt to maybe they will listen.
You can see the eye is sitting up, kind of bleary-eyed, getting used to his new vision overall. You can see as he blinks, the eyes go from glowing to not as he's unsure of how exactly to control this new ability. And he looks over towards his hand and looks back towards Renald, who's standing still in the doorway. And he's just going to try and run and tackle Renald.
Bonjour. No, not again.
All right, so it's going to be contested athletics, Renald.
How about acrobatics?
Yeah, you can roll acrobatics.
Okay, that's the difference of a +1 and a +13.
I don't think you can fail this.
Natural 1.
You have advantage
I have advantage?
from Silvery
Because
Barbs.
of Silvery Barbs.
Said I gave it to you.
Next D20
my
roll.
I remembered for once.
Tremendous.
Okay, there we go. A 29.
I will say the 14 would have succeeded because he rolled a 14 on the die, and he
okay.
doesn't add anything. So he rushes up towards you, and you just kind of dodge out of the way as he attempts to tackle you, and he is now on the other side of you, separated from his hand, who is being held currently. That is going to bring us to your turn, Renald.
Renald is going to go, stop attacking, and then full attack him. No, not actually.
You're enemies of the Watchful Eye. I know that one was in prison.
I go, no, it wasn't. You were in prison, actually, and this is all a dream. Hold person.
You have hold person as well?
Yes.
He's a bard.
Convincing argument if I've ever heard one, you know?
I will roll another wisdom save.
The old
You're
gaslight him with what he just said.
Establishment.
That's only going to be an 8.
Yay!
All right,
There
he's
we
held
go.
in place right now.
Okay.
Yep, they're
No
both held in
fighting.
place
No
currently.
fighting.
I will come over quickly and pick up the eye and just put him back in his cot.
Okay.
I assume we're out of initiative.
Yeah.
And then I will close the door, and as I'm closing it, just say, hey, this is all for the best, you guys. I'm never going to see you again. Dromak is staging a hostile takeover, so if Rensselaer is still alive when you get out of here, please tell her thank you from me, Snøfrid of Åsbrush, and then I lock the door.
Do we not want to try and help Rensselaer? I mean, weren't they going to, help us?
Yeah, I was thinking that on the way out, but we needed to get the thing for sure. So I say we go out now, and then if they're still fighting, we can join and help.
Okay.
All right, once again, kind of rushing through the hallways, making your way back upstairs to get to the point in the courtyard. You make your way.
Can I, as we're all just hustling down the corridors, I just want to say to everyone, hey guys, by the way, I just want to say after all we've been through, thank you so much for everything you've done for me. You guys are very good friends despite the short time we've known each other, and I hope you know that I would go to the end of the world for all of you, and possibly will have to. So,
Oh my god, your legs, they are so big, and mine are just so tiny.
Why do you think we're here, Snøfrid? Of course, I feel the same way, kiddo.
He has goat legs. Jesus Christ. Oh,
Yeah, I know. You guys really, I'm slowing down to keep, you guys really got to speed up. This is...
by the way, Artemis, good to see you again.
And that's nice.
Yeah, literally, it's great to see you. Are you doing something different with your hair now?
No?
Well, it looks different.
You did something with your hair. That was you.
Well, that was a while ago. I haven't seen it in a while.
back up. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you okay? Come on, up the pace, Renald. Almost there.
Oh my god.
Sandra, I just want to say while you're here, it's great to have you.
Oh god, stairs.
Thanks for checking in on me while I was in jail. It was really appreciated.
I didn't really check in on you all that much. I'm just...
The stairs, made for normal people.
No, but you did though, and you said you didn't have
God.
to, and it meant a lot.
Guys,
the
stop
service
being so
elevator.
funny. I have a headache.
Oh my god. Oh god. Oh, they should really put the ramp in. My legs, they're so tiny. Oh, Jesus.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna try something, and I'm gonna kind of slow my stroll a bit and kind of pick up Renald and just
Oh, this is just
plop
embarrassing
him on
now.
Renald's on Snøfrid's back.
I'm a man. I'm a strong and capable man.
No, I know you are. But you don't got as much stride as we do.
Are we going back to see the lady?
We're going out the front door. Or actually, is there would I know of a
Wait,
side?
no, but are
There's
we
a side exit.
But wait, are we gonna go see the lady who's the third eye lady?
Well, that's who's fighting upstairs right now.
Yeah, but can we see her?
What do you mean, physically see her?
We'll speak to her? I don't know.
If she's alive.
She's a little occupied, yeah.
C isn't
Well, we're
really
doing
meeting.
best.
I think she's all booked up right now.
Well, I don't know.
I've got the mutiny at 2:00.
I just wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if we were just leaving or if we were gonna say
No,
goodbye.
we're gonna.
and-
If they're still fighting when we get up there, I would like to help them. Yes.
Okay.
Not
No,
that
as
I
would I.
like Rensselaer all that much, but I think Dromag is a worse thing. So
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah, what do we know about Vromag? Like, can we play, like, I feel like we do a lot of physical combat, but maybe we should try some, like, mental combat. Like, what are his insecurities? Do you know?
I think giving up pieces of his soul for this mission.
Yeah.
I only was here for like a year. He's been here for like a lot more time than me. So I'm not. He's kind of an old geezer. So maybe we just like boomer him and he'll cry.
Oh, I like that idea.
Are you going out the
Okay.
entrance, like the main entrance, or are you looking for that
I would like to go at a side door with the hope that we can see how the battle is going, and if Dromag has already won, we can just skirt away.
Okay. You make your way out of a side exit, still within the courtyard, just not off of that main entrance where the battle was mostly taking place at this point. And you peer around the corner to see that the fighting has stopped. There are a few bodies on the ground, mostly, actually pretty much entirely made up of the rank and file members. You see that both sides of this fight had eyes and hands on it. However, all of them still seem to be standing, and Dromak is on the ground. However, he is not dead.
Cool.
To the side, you can see that Rensselaer is currently being tended to by a few of these dark-robed figures. They are wearing...
Vampires. No, get away from her. Yeah. Toss some garlic at him.
They are wearing, like, pitch black with no other embellishments on it, and they are wearing these gold masks that cover their faces, each one kind of intricately designed with different pieces of it punched out, hiding their face entirely, almost as if even though there are holes in the mask, there is a deepness and a void that is behind them. And they are tending to her wounds, and you recognize them, Snøfrid, and you have not seen them save for passing in the hallway, and nobody talks to them. They are the priests of ruin.
So, you guys think that you're like the good guys, right?
He's just speaking to a fence. I say, okay, cool. By the way, Artemis, before we have this conversation, I think that's your grandma's ex-girlfriend. I showed the sketch.
Oh, whoa.
Is this your grandma or mom, maybe?
So when I see this, do I recognize my grandmother?
You recognize features about your grandmother, yes. Although she is a lot younger than you know her to be in this particular image, I think you do recognize it as your grandmother.
Okay.
What kind of sketch are we talking about here? Was this found, like, filed away deep in a drawer, or was this, like, on display?
No, it was
like
it was
anyone
in her,
could see this.
It was in her papers.
Oh, so it's a little scandalous sketch.
No.
Grandma's looking fit in that sketch right there.
That's true.
Yeah, she sees it. Her eyes like blink. She's like, that is what she said. She said her name. I saw her say her name.
Yeah, so I just didn't want you to get blindsided with that if we're going to talk to her.
Well, to be honest, that's why I wanted to talk to her, because I didn't know why she said her name.
Yeah, I think she was in Repardis when the glitch happened. She seemed super scared when I showed her first, and she said, not again, not again, not again, can't be happening again. And I was like,
Dad?
oh, she's talking about the cataclysm because ruin. But then I thought about it a little more as I was browbeating her, and I realized actually probably the two things are connected.
As you're like droning on, like it's almost like everything is like connecting. Well, I don't know. I'm seeing it in my... Artemis is like looking around at this entire building and like just the concept and the reasoning as far as she's aware of why these people are here, and is like, well, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, it all comes together. Big puzzle.
Oh, I mean, speaking of firsts, can I get first back?
I will also give Leo his all his gear back.
Thank you.
You were naked that whole time, Leah.
No.
I mean,
Crazy.
In my defense, I was not wearing pants. That is a true statement.
Have you ever worn pants?
No.
Yeah, so...
Well, it's a good thing the bottom half is a goth, because you got the sheath and everything, so you just...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you're wearing pants.
We approach Rensselaer.
Please.
You make your way over to Rensselaer, and she sees you trotting up and shoos away the priests of ruin, who just kind of nod to her and make their way back to tending towards other members of the Watchful Eye who have been wounded in this battle. And she looks to you, Snøfrid, looks to Caleb, who is currently holding the football, and she says, "Well, I see that you've gotten what you came for. Good.
Yeah, thank you very much, and glad you're still alive.
Miles didn't cause any trouble.
No, very helpful.
Good. Snøfrid, you need to succeed in this.
Boy, don't I know it.
Failure is not an option from what you've told me." And she looks over towards Artemis. "I can see you're in good company."
Aww, that's so nice. Yeah, best company. Cool. Well, thank you, Rensselaer. Question about the eye promotion. That's still on the table. Think it would be helpful.
So long as Sandra is still up for it, we can get that process started as soon as possible.
What if... Well, first off, how long does it take?
Full recovery after the actual process is started can take up to a week.
Ooh.
The process itself will take 3 hours. Possibly 5, depending on how the magic sticks.
I look at the others and I'm like, do we have a week? I don't think we have a week.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that one.
We might have a week. I mean, like, yeah.
We don't have a specific time frame, but I feel like we shouldn't wait that long.
Your time is of the essence. I hate to say it, kiddo.
Cool. Is there like, could I maybe take it with me and
Yeah, you can recover on the road.
can I get that to go?
Yeah, why not? Right?
We can certainly do the process now, but the only ones who are capable of the magics are the priests of ruin.
Gross. I mean, that's great.
I mean, Snøfrid wants to do it, but not knowing about the recovery, I think, is too much.
You could theoretically try and recover on the road. I don't know the situation of how you got here. Typically, ships are a bit rocky, and it could damage whatever your scar tissues and
Right.
such.
And they have...
I mean, it won't be rocky, but they will be trapped in the back of a car a mint green mid-90s Ford Taurus for about 9 hours.
A what?
euphemism. It's a euphemism referring to it's a type of ship that we discovered in the wild.
Oh, right. You guys hate technology. Forgot about that. We were arrived on a wooden boat powered by wind.
Wind? That's the worst technology of all.
Wind is the devil!
Would healing magic assist?
Yeah, that was what I was like. I assume the priests of ruin are, because the surgical tools also have evocation on them, which is healing. I assume is healing magic. So
Healing
I assume,
is a part of the recovery.
Yeah, I assume that the recovery time is with as much healing magic as can be provided. So
It's a week in the best circumstances.
in the best circumstances, cool.
Looking back at the fight that you had with the guys who just got the process, the hand didn't even move before he was held person,
Yeah.
and the eye stumbled past Renald and then was held.
Yeah. Cool. So, Rensselaer, Third Eye Rensselaer, nice. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it. And I will I'll get back to you on all that stuff I said. Gonna go save the world now. Goodbye.
As you turn to go, Rensselaer holds out a hand towards Artemis and says, I'm sorry, do you by chance know of Yala Ramazi?
It's my grandmother.
You share a striking resemblance. Is she well?
She's still alive and well. We made it out to Moonsand, and she had my mother, and my mother met my father, who had me.
And Ramir?
He is fast.
Right. Well, there is justice in the world.
Wait, what does that mean?
I shouldn't.
I'm just gonna look at Renald and then just raise my eyebrows like, oh shit.
Why? What? With all due respect, as much as we're trying to save the world, it's not really so great to lie with our secrets.
I suppose not.
Yeah, who would keep secrets in this party?
Shut up, Renald, pushes him out.
I am an open book.
I knew your grandmother in Repardus. I had attempted to court her, but she had eyes for another. And when the glitch happened, it drove the two of them together and me here.
Why don't you go speak to her again? She's kind of lonely.
Oh shit, they can get back together.
Oh,
We're gonna parent trap them.
Words were said that cannot be unsaid.
It's understandable. Well, I suppose when I see her again, I could say hi for you.
As much as I would
I'll
appreciate
test the waters.
that.
I'll send you a letter if she says hi back. How's that?
You can see she gets a little flustered as you say that and says,
I like smirk a little bit.
Dromag is choking on his own blood on the floor.
just gurgling.
I suppose if you could send word, that wouldn't be terrible.
Sure. No problem.
Thank you. I don't even know your name.
Artemis. My name is Artemis.
Lados Rensselaer.
Artemis Alwyn Kroft. Full name.
Well, Artemis Alwyn Kroft, I look forward to your message.
Likewise. And I follow everyone out.
And as we're filing out, I linger a little bit to kind of look over Dromag and the others and kind of heft my code sphere and throw it up like a baseball. And maybe there's some like flag or banner on the keep with a symbol of ruin or something to kind of evoke the nature of the watchful eye and the cataclysm. And I just look at that and I look at Rensselaer and I say, you know, Third Eye, words are the one thing we can take back. And I give a little head bow and I follow my friends.
And you start making your way out. Caleb is kind of still constantly watching over his shoulder, not really trusting that anyone here won't just grab him and haul him back. But I think Sandra is kind of standing next to him and walking alongside him, just kind of almost doing the same, leaving the place that she has grown up in and has never really left before. And she is trying to stay as close to you, Snøfrid, as possible.
Once we're a little bit farther away and the very cool moment has subsided, Renald turns to Snøfrid and goes, so have you never returned a library book or like a DVD or anything? Because you got to take those back. You know, there's like a lot of things that you could
Words
take
you gotta
back,
take
you know?
back.
Like, I gave my friend the jacket, but I need that back, so I'm going to take that back.
You're so right. I thought I was saying something profound and I realized it was actually idiotic.
I mean, like, it had like the gravitas, but like as we were walking, I started thinking it through and I was like,
No, you're right. I'm gonna go back and I grab Rensselaer by the collar and I say, library, please.
What? What are you talking about, Snøfrid?
You forgot the library.
We're going back, baby. Get your cards out. To win sale.
I was gonna ask Rachel if you thought I should cut that out, but now it has to stay in. So
that was so funny. Holy
All
shit.
I need to hear is, and that's where we'll end our session.
I pat Sandra on the back and I say, how have you been? Has it been okay? It was really tense the whole time we were there. Has it been like that for a while? Because like they were always stuffy when we were in training, but they weren't like that. You know what I mean?
Things have kind of gotten worse since you left. Well, for one, Dromag has kind of been pushing more and more, asking people to kind of think about where Rensselaer has put them. He seemed really concerned about, I guess, this whole corruption of his own soul thing. And they used to tell us that when we were growing up too, but I never thought it was like completely destroying your body as well as damning yourself to the hells.
Yeah, it's a little dark.
I don't know that they're being entirely truthful with you, Sandra.
That might be, but Snøfrid, you can't deny that the gods are real, and Ruin, he has a tendency to hold grudges.
Gods, real. Ruin, very grudgeful. Watchful eye, not so sure they know what they're talking about. I will explain in the car. by the way, this is a car.
Do they all have alligator legs?
Only the cool
As
ones.
far as we're aware.
Of all the functional cars we have seen,
Mhm.
yes.
One was a teapot, so you know.
No, we saw some on the assembly line.
There were some wrecks that did not have alligator legs, but they might have not been fitted yet.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. And you all get in the mint green mid-90s Ford Taurus with alligator legs. And
It's even more
Alright.
cramped in here now.
Yeah, we gotta figure out the seating situation.
Boy, okay.
Someone's gonna have to go on the roof.
Can you move your
There's no
elbow?
avoiding
Good,
it.
we got the wagon variant.
I don't think it matters with Snøfrid.
I just we just lay out the portable hole in the back and everyone's heads pop out of it.
Yes, absolutely.
There you go.
Like prairie dogs.
Smart.
All right. Caleb.
Yeah. What's up?
Oh, very casual. Hi, I'm Snøfrid the Åsbrush.
Caleb.
You've met Leo, I think. Artemis.
Yeah. Well,
Renald.
we've chatted at least.
Yeah, we've talked.
Artemis,
Oh.
Renald, Sandra. So, here's the deal.
Mm-hmm.
Brandibus hired us to get you back and your thing. We're
Yeah.
going to take you back.
Mm-hmm.
For the sake of professional curiosity, can you tell me what your thing does? I'm very curious.
No, I can't. And he kind of holds up his arm, and you see that there is a glowing rune on his forearm. This thing won't let me.
Yeah, I tried to get that out of him.
What if we chop your arm off?
No. I think
grow it back.
I think Mr. Brandibus wants me in one piece.
The rune would still work if we chopped your arm off?
Yes.
Okay, I believe him. And put away the huge cleaver that he has back into his thing of chef's knives.
Where did
Would you-
you? Never mind.
Would you mind if I looked at it?
I guess not. And he hands it over.
I'm not going to mess with it. I'm just curious if I can discern a function or any.
Yeah,
any
go
type
ahead
of-
and roll a tech check.
Leo, would you stroke your chin again?
I mean, I got my hands on the wheel, but I could lift one for a second, I guess.
Put on the cruise control.
Yeah, I'll lead some insight. I'll take a look over every so often. Not like I have many things to avoid on the road.
Can I, obviously distract that guy while Snøfrid is, looking this thing over?
Yeah. How do
Yeah.
you want to go about doing that?
I think it just starts, loudly going into, a weird story about, what happened basically 5 minutes ago.
Oh. Yeah, no.
It's a pretty wild story.
I get it. Yeah.
No, I snuck around.
just-
I was on the outside of the castle. I could have died.
Sure, but
Yeah.
she's
And then
kind
I,
of got
then
the
I pushed a shelf over on someone, and it was like this, and he's sitting in the
What?
passenger seat, and I just start kicking the passenger seat and just making his head hit into the dashboard. Not super heavily, but just, enough to distract him.
Yeah, he's 100% distracted. I'm not
Yeah.
going to have you roll for that. Go ahead and make the tech check for me.
Yeah, I got a 22.
Yes!
Ooh, all right.
Yes, we're on top, baby! Yes!
Let's go, baby.
So, looking at it initially, right? The first thing that you notice is that it seems like some sort of projector. You've seen one similar to this on Obel6 when you first encountered them. He was projecting that image. However, this one seems to be a little bit different. Rather than project something like light, it seems like it is meant to project energy in some sort of way. And kind of going over it a little bit, trying to figure out the power source and what type of energy it's going to project, you get the sense that it's not a weapon. And if you want to know exactly kind of what it's projecting, I need an Arcana check.
I can do that too.
I mean, I can try to help you with that one, but I'm not great at it.
Well, hey Artemis, would you stroke your chin with me?
Sure.
That's a 19.
19. You know your way around magic as well as a
This
A
is
wizard.
what I do.
This is what you do. And kind of looking at this energy source, it seems like the energy signature of whatever this thing projects is similar to the energy that is kind of dissipated out into the universe in magic portals.
Okay, cool. Interesting. Well, if not a weapon, I'm not that concerned, and I'll follow up on it later. I once Renald's story is done, I'll hand it back and I'll say, fascinating. I think I have some idea of what they're working on.
Well, it's good to have another intelligent mind to, I guess, appreciate the work that I do.
And then I
Mr.
throw it out
Brandibus
the
is-
window.
Wah! He dives out of the window after it.
Problem solved.
Problem solved. Yep. No, I'm
right.
good. I mean, I'm very curious, but he can't talk about it, so I'll leave it at that.
And you continue flying off back towards Eaterland and back towards Glen Brandibus. And that is where we will end the session.
Hey,
Ooh.
woo,
That went
yeah.
pretty well.
Guys, I made 2 good tech checks this session.
You
I'm
did.
so proud of
Amazingly, you did.
I'm so proud
I was
of you.
very, very impressed with how that combat went, too. Just the 2 old persons just instantly ended the combat. I'm like, okay.
Go to bed.
Cool.
Go to bed.
No combat today.
Go to sleep,
That's
go to
fine.
sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Hey, sometimes it's a talkie.
Sometimes it's a talkie.
Sometimes it's a talkie.
Well, thank you so much for listening, everyone. Does anyone have anything they'd like to plug?
Sure. You can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Majora's Rose. You can also find me over on the Worst Days Twitch channel, Worst Days RPG, where Monday nights I do a stream as a goth chick. That's all I really have to say. Yeah, it's a horror RPG, and no one's going to make it out alive, hopefully. I have no idea. We'll see.
Hopefully.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is that the plan? Is everybody going to die?
I don't know. I have a death wish,
TPK.
kind of.
Oh, okay.
It's
When I'm
like,
playing
you
a
know,
horror game, I'm like, I would like to die, please.
yeah,
Yeah,
I get that.
I want to be out of the situation.
I would like to leave. Thank you.
I want to go,
Go to sleep,
home
go to sleep,
now.
go to sleep,
I'm
go to sleep.
scared. It's so scary here.
That's not what I meant, but this is also funny.
Yeah, check out my stuff.
Eviscerate me.
Okay, Sky.
Sky corrects himself up more than anyone else on this podcast.
Izzy, you've known me for so long. You know how true that is. Oh my god.
Go to tintenseher.itch.io and check out Backstage Hero. It's a little free dungeon puzzle game that we made for the Game Dev TV Jam. It's fun, cute, original art, sound, and music, full voiceover. Should take 15 minutes to play. Check it out. Leave us a rating and a comment. Thank you very much.
Ooh.
I want to go ahead and plug our TikTok. RP Justice has a TikTok now.
Hey.
How do you do,
Which,
fellow kids?
Rachel has put out a couple of videos out there, and by the time this airs, there'll probably be a couple more. So go
Ooh.
check us out on TikTok. We're just
Yeah.
RP Jesters.
Bang, bang.
Bang, bang, bang.
Do I gonna?
I mean, do you have anything you want to plug,
Did
Sky?
all 3 of you talk? That was so fast.
Casey didn't do one today.
I
Casey
did
didn't
our
do it?
TikTok. What are you
You
talking
just did
about?
the TikTok.
Casey did the
What
TikTok.
just happened?
You know what else goes real
Jesse, you
fast?
okay?
Leaving
In the
us a
fast lane.
review online. I got you guys. That was all
That.
part of the fucking plan. You idiots. You thought that I was unprepared?
That's a good segue.
My God. You know who aren't idiots? Our viewers. I got you guys
Oh.
again. That was all part of it too. You know what's fast and a really smart thing to do? Leave us a review online. Make yourself just look real good by doing it. Please. We need it. Please. Please.
Sky, it's not polite to beg.
Huh? Oh, I'm
It's,
so
it's
sorry.
not polite to beg.
I guess I should leave.
But
and-
it is.
It's
it
only
is
polite to say goodbye.
Oh, you got me that time.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm the dipshit. God.
You got bamboozled, baby.